Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is, you guessed it, not important, and I am your host, guys. Smash the like button, turn the bell for notifications, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. Cathie Wood's still dumping. Anybody? No, not funny? All right. Cathie Wood's ARK dumps 800,000 Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares. Look, the woman eats her fiber, all right? She likes to dump. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. SEC delays several Ethereum ETFs, pushing final decision to May. Guys, do you know what would be huge? Bitcoin spot ETFs approved January. ETH spot ETFs approved in May. Your faces will literally fall off. Not even melt, just literally like a slice of bologna peeling off the side of a wall. That's what's gonna happen. Guys, Coinbase appeals SEC rulemaking petition, denial as promised. Right. Coinbase still dealing with the SEC. What a joke. All right, guys, to the market. Current market cap right now, 1.61 trillion. We are up almost 5% from yesterday. We got that bounce. Now, is it a dead cat bounce? Or is it a real bounce? Are we going to go down? I don't know. Who am I? I'm some random dude in a room making YouTube videos, talking to himself. Is anybody out there? Do I exist? All right, guys, let's go through the top 100 and check out the... Oh, I didn't even read the rest of the stuff. Oh, sorry. Getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. You're here for none of this nonsense. I'm sorry. Guys, Bitcoin dumps right now. 52.2%. ETH dump 60.7. Gwei up there. 51 Gwei will get you the e-transaction. Fear greed ticking back up from yesterday. Now we are 72. Bitcoin dump's going up. ETH dump's going down. ETH looking sad. I'll be honest, man. ETH is looking real weak lately. We'll see what happens. Even on-chain trades, or like ETH on-chain DEX trades are looking real rough right now, man. Not what I was expecting for this cycle, but we'll see what happens. All right, Bitcoin up 4.9% from yesterday. ETH up 4.6 from yesterday. BNB up 6.88. Solana up almost 9%. Cardano up almost 6%. Avalanche up, well, it did say 8, and it just switched to 6.87. Dot up 5%. Going. Guys, Injective. INJ, guys. Look, I've been telling you. Guys, INJ, I think, hit like $42. It wicked up to like $42 yesterday. We'll look at it on the charts. But INJ up 27.92% on the day, 50% on the week. Excuse me. Probably one of the strongest looking tokens right now, and it is weird and slightly concerning. I gotta be honest. We all want to believe that our picks are gonna be the best picks and they're gonna outperform everything. But when Bitcoin pulls back and INJ continues to pump, a lot of people will say that's awesome and that's strong. It makes me think something fishy is going on. Am I selling my bag? No. But it is weird, and it, to me, someone who's just being honest, it's slightly concerning. Almost like the price is being inflated for some reason, which, I don't know. Either way, something I have noticed since the beginning of this big run we've started. The bull run's coming. Is that when Bitcoin pulls back, INJ pumps, and it's not like anything I've ever seen before. And again, it is slightly concerning. So we'll see what happens. Guys, IMX up 15.22%. HBAR up 6.97%. Filecoin up 4%. Shouldn't even talk about that. It's not over 5. Caspa up 9.67%. Near Protocol 15.05%. VeChain, there you go. almost 14% for VeChain on the day, 6.58 for Optimism, 6.69 for TIA, and 8.46 for Render, 10.85 for Algo, 12.94 for Sats, 1,000 Sats, 6.97 for Aave, 7.8 for the Graph, 21.45 for Helium. Well done. 9.77 for Flow, guys. 4.56 for Phantom. I don't know why I read that. I'm just reading anything green. There's a lot of green today, guys. 5.15% for Synthetic, 7.5% for BitTorrent, 10.59 for Ordi, 5.91 for Sand, 6.64 for KCS. KuCoin shares, y'all. 15.58 for Terra Luna Classic, 5.5 for Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, 10.15 for Beam, 6.28 for Axis Infinity, or Axie Infinity, 6.67 for Decentraland Mana, BGB, BitGet token, guys, 8.76, Neo, 6.32% to the upside. Holy snap, woo, ripping faces off. 31.15% on the day, 77% on the week. Well done. NC. Up 51.87% on the day. Well done, y'all. We've got Gala 5.5%. We've got Mina up 9.58. FXS 5.36. 8.69 to the upside for SWE. 5.08 for XEC. Rose. I still haven't bought any Rose. Nope. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. 12.32% to the upside for the day on Rose. Terra Luna 13.59 to the upside. 6.95% to the upside for FET. 18.86% to the upside today for Blur. And 6% to the upside for Elf. Guys, that is your top 100. It is a green day. I hope you're making money. Bitcoin 4 hour. I'm still not sure which one of these, either the symmetrical triangle or the descending channel, was the pattern, because both of these, I mean, we broke down below the triangle but bounced off of it, sort of, and it could be either way. We broke out of the downward trend. We could potentially be getting a retest, which is bullish. If we bounce off the top of this trend line, guys, I would expect to at least get up to around this 44,506, if not a little bit higher to 44,752. That would be the play I'd be looking for. You're basically pulling off the top of your triangle here, top of a downtrend. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to spend too much time on Bitcoin, guys. That's the play. Hopefully we get a bounce, a retest right here around this 42.5-ish area, the top of this downward trend, and bounce off to races, something similar to this, which is what we're kind of doing now. So up, breakout, down, bounce, and see you later. Bye. Oops. Always. Sorry, y'all. Outside of that, guys, that is what we've been looking at. We dipped down, we bounced, we broke out, and hopefully we're getting that retest. If we don't, and we break back down into the pattern, levels to watch for, 41,351. If we break that, look for the bottom of this trend line to hold. If we break that, look for the bottom of the descending channel, because I'm still not sure if it's a symmetrical triangle or down descending channel. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's turn this to yellow. I don't like yellow. Let's go blue. Let's make it thicker so you can see it. All right, so that's the descending channel. The white line is going to be your symmetrical triangle. I'm not sure which one is in play. I'm leaning more towards the symmetrical triangle, just because of these wicks right here that touched it. But yeah, that's where my head's at. Nothing's changed outside of that. Let's look at injective real quick, just because I want to see where it bounced, or where it how far it ripped last night. Excuse me. Let's pull it back a little bit. And this is from Coinbase. On Coinbase, yeah, 41,250. Woo ha! What a rip! It just keeps doing this, guys. It'll rip, it'll flag, it'll rip, it'll flag, it'll rip, it'll flag, it'll rip, it'll flag, it'll rip. Potential see another flag. What did we pull back on it last time after the big rip? I'm not counting this. This is a bull trap. But we went down to... We had a 16% pullback from the rip. If we did that again... potentially pull back to 34,695-ish, somewhere in there. I mean, that would make sense. It's a perfect to this dot right here. I don't know if we'll get down that far though. If we do, I'll tell you what, guys. If we pull back to the top of this and don't break back down into this node here, put a line there just for shits and giggles so you can see what I'm talking about. Oop, sorry about that. If we touch this, and it looks like we're going to bounce and not break back down into this node, great buying opportunity, guys. Play the swings. Play the swings. But we might potentially just get a small pullback like this. Nothing crazy. But keep an eye on that. 34,593-ish, somewhere in there. 34.50, 34.60, something like that. For a potential entry into INJ. All right, guys, let's get on the news and get you out of here. I was busy this morning and spent way too much time not making videos, and now we gotta get this video done. Cathie Wood's ARK dumps. Look, the girl eats her fiber. She's healthy. She's got good gutty works. Dumps 800,000 Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, one of ARK's top 3 holdings, could lose its 3rd place ranking as ARK sheds its shares while increasing its holdings of Jack Dorsey's block. She's buying block. Interesting. ARK Invest, one of the applicants for a spot Bitcoin ETF exchange-traded fund in the United States, has continued to dump its holdings of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. I think she's... Look, this is me just being an unintelligent guy watching. They're trying to swap this into an ETF anyways, so... yeah, why would... I mean... If they change it to a spot ETF instead of a trust, wouldn't that mean that they've got to swap over and dump it anyways? I don't know. Or it could just be for tax purposes. I'm not too keen on traditional market stuff. So if someone knows, let me know. I don't know how that works. If the GBTC swaps to a spot ETF, how does that affect the GBTC? Let me know. All right. Anyways, it's Tuesday holding Grayscale Bitcoin Trust stock with the sale of yet another significant batch of shares on December 18th. ARK sold 809,441 GBTC from its ARK Next Generation Internet ETF, ARKW, according to a trade notification seen by Cointelegraph, based on the closing shares price of 34.50. The sales worth $27.9 million according to data from TradingView. This latest divestment further reduces ARK's exposure to the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, inching closer to dropping out of the list of ARKW's top 3 holdings. On December 18th, GBTC still ranks as 3rd largest asset in the ARKW portfolio, accounting for 6.84% of total assets. With a market value of $117 billion, GBTC sits below crypto exchange Coinbase and streaming company Roku, accounting for 11% and 8% of ARKW's total asset, respectively. While shedding GBTC, ARK has continued accumulating shares of Block, the financial payment processor co-founded by Twitter now X, co-founder Jack Dorsey. On December 18th, ARKW allocated another 347,692 block shares worth $25.7 million at the closing share price. Amid aggressive buying, block stock has been edging closer to GBTC on the top 4 list, reaching a weight of 6.83% of ARKW's total assets, with a market value of $116.9 billion. That's a lot of money. On December 7th, Block launched its own self-custody Bitcoin wallet called BitKey. The wallet is available as a mobile application or hardware storage and will be accessible in over 95 countries. The first global partners for BitKey include Coinbase and Cash App. Well, there you go, guys. She likes to dump. SEC delays several Ethereum ETFs, pushing final decision to May. The SEC has pushed back on its decision on a roster of Ethereum ETFs, with the final date for a potential approval arriving in late May. Happy birthday to me. In case you didn't get that, my birthday's in May. The United States Securities Exchange Commission is pushing back its decision on several ETH exchange-traded funds to May 2024. In a multiple December 18th regulatory filings, the agency delayed its decision on the Hashdex NASDAQ Ethereum ETF and the Grayscale Ethereum Futures ETF. The Hashtag ETH ETF aims to hold both spot and future contracts, while Grayscale Ethereum Futures ETF is seen as a Trojan horse that would corner the SEC into allowing Grayscale to convert its ETH trust to a spot ETH ETF. I agree. In the filings, the agency said it was instituting proceedings that involve gathering further public input around whether or not the ETFs should be listed. The agency also pushed back its decision on the VanEck spot Ethereum ETF and the spot Ethereum ETF lodged by Cathie Wood's ARK Invest and 21 shares. According to Bloomberg ETF analyst James S., these delays were expected and were due to arrive sometime before December 25th. He added that the final date the regulator can decide on the ETFs will arrive in late May. Despite the SEC having approved Ethereum future ETFs in the past, the agency has yet to approve a spot or mixed type product. We all know this. If they had approved one, we'd all know. Meanwhile, most of the market is focused on whether the SEC will approve 13 spot Bitcoin ETFs before the agency, according to Mr. S. And fellow Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balkunas, the SEC could decide as early as January 10th, 2024. Both analysts have pegged the chances of a spot Bitcoin ETF approval at 90%. The markets have been buoyed by the optimism that comes with institutional access to Bitcoin. In the last 6 months, the price of Bitcoin has increased by more than 44%. While touting slightly less significant gains, ETH's price has risen 16.8% within the same time frame per TradingView data. Yes, ETH is dragging its ass. All right, last but not least, Coinbase appeals SEC rulemaking petition denial as promised. Coinbase filed an appeal the same day its petition for a rulemaking on crypto used as a security was denied. Coinbase is continuing its efforts to ensure adequate legislation on cryptocurrency used as securities. After the United States Securities Exchange Commission denied Coinbase's petition for rulemaking on cryptocurrency on December 15th, the crypto exchange appealed the decision on the same day. Coinbase Chief Legal Officer Paul Grewal promised immediate action as soon as the SEC denial became known. On December 18th, the U.S. 3rd District Court of Appeals ordered the SEC to file the record of its decision by January 24th of 2024. In its appeal, Coinbase documented the lengthy process that was necessary to compel the SEC to respond to its petition. It called the SEC's denial of its petition arbitrary and capricious, an abuse of discretion, and contrary to law, the violation of Administrative Procedure Act. In addition, the Commission's refusal to engage in rulemaking even while it continues a campaign of regulation by enforcement against Coinbase and others that exceeds its statutory authority, flouts the APA, Administrative Procedure Act, and fundamental principles of fairness it embodies. The SEC's denial letter faulted the Coinbase petition for lacking text or the substance of any proposed rule as required for petitioning. It went on to disagree with the petition's claim that existing regulations were unworkable and state that the agency has discretion over the priority and timing of regulation. The denial was criticized by the crypto community. San Francisco-based Coinbase has taken a variety of actions in support of the cryptocurrency industry, including political donations, lobbying, and public actions. The SEC sued Coinbase for securities violations in June. Of which coins, SEC? Of which tokens? Because you haven't won any court cases saying that any of these are securities, yet you are attacking an exchange for offering securities. So which securities were offered? Oh, none, because you're just hoping you win something. It's all bullshit, guys. Anyway, let's look at Bitcoin one last time. We're going to expand this just a little bit. Yeah, let's hit the 1 hour. Getting some support right here at this 42,891. Previous resistance, previous support. This is what we're using as support right here, guys. Yeah, keep your eye on it. That 42.9. Yeah, we'll call it 42.9. Starting to act as support. Let's go to Mr. Sam Price. Mr. Crypto Lifer, this 7 minute. See what it looks like. You're going to want to see a roll over to a higher high. Get this up to a higher high. Potentially put a lower or higher low, because this is kind of a lower low. It's mostly sideways action, but a higher high would be bullish. Keep your guys' eye on it. That's all I can say. Outside of that, guys, that's all I got for you. If you do enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning on Boring Crypto IO, please by all means subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for notifications so you know when I do post videos. Watch the videos. Share the videos on all of your social platforms. And above all, if there's anything you can do to help spread the adoption of crypto and help grow the channel, guys, please like the videos. It's simple, it's easy, it's free. Don't be lazy. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. I am out of here.